It's weird, guys. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it's just weird. Like, dude, how the yo,
UPS 2.0 buyout, 150K to go ahead and retire early.
Went to Comet Ping Pong.
They start to notice all these strange coincidences around this pizza shop.
Hey, Segovia, back with another one. Hope everyone out there is having a good day. Y'all make sure you guys watch from start to finish. I can't stress it enough. That's what really helps channels grow on this YouTube grind, y'all. Start to finish, appreciate it. With that being said, let's do what we came here for. Let's get into the video. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Aaron Hernandez used to roll pages up, whole pages. Nobody knows the truth except for the guys who were inside with him. That was from smoking synthetic cannabinoids, burnt holes in his brain, dude. Yes, football obviously had a little bit to do with it, but those huge fucking holes, that's from synthetic cannabinoids, not football.
This is insane. It just gets more and more crazy and insane. I'm gonna move, and when you read this, just read it and look at it yourself. I'm gonna move. Ready?
What? I mean, she fled for a reason,
Did you
y'all.
read it? These people are demons. Demons. All these names, nobody's getting charged. Nobody's even getting mentioned to be indicted. We are dealing with an entity here that is 100% demonic. You wonder why her DJ mysteriously committed? Yeah. Anne Hesh, remember that one? I think she has something to do with it also. This is insane. If you like my content, like, follow, share, save this, because this is probably going to get taken down, so make sure you save this.
Not only is anyone not getting charged, or it's not even being mentioned, like no media outlets, mainstream, are even talking anything about this. Like there's been two big events that have ran rampant on the media while these are coming out. The Minnesota things and then the Nancy Guthrie, situations. Now it's kind of dying down because people are like, the masses forgot all about these Epstein files.
More to come.
A video found in the recent Epstein files dump shows Jeffrey sitting in front of a webcam. And in a doorway in the background, we see some sort of humanoid entity. It has a large bulbous head, and it's standing in the doorway of a room. It's not a static figure, because as you can see, it moves toward the end of the video. It has a humanoid body, but a large bulbous head. The video's grainy, so it's hard to make out any other features, but some people claim to see large eyes as well. Could this entity be something similar to Lamb, who was summoned from a different sexual deviant in 1918, one Aleister Crowley?
Alright, so I just had to take this shit off the live because y'all always complaining about me not getting no fucking good footage or clear footage. I'm out in the middle of the fucking ocean. But I'm about to fucking go home because
on a kayak.
Y'all got me fucked up, bro. I'm hearing noises out here, and I know I be out here looking for these shits for y'all, but I am not fucking with no fucking mermaids, bro. I'm out, bro. I think...
It's weird, guys. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it's just weird. Like, dude, how the fuck, yo, like, I'm not even joking, bro. This is insane. Yo,
like, is that his dad next to him?
Insane.
Is that his dad? I don't know who, is that his dad that's in the suit next to him? Like, watching that? Like, what? They're out, y'all. They're
Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, the Katie shit was crazy. Yo, the Katie shit was insane. I woke up, I'm like, yo, bro, what am I looking at? So listen, all you guys that want to brush shit like MJ shit's not weird. Imagine this is your child.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
imagine
is
this
that
is your child. That's all I'm gonna say. Honestly, imagine this is your child. Would you want your child being touched like that? Pretend this is not Michael Jordan. Pretend this is just a random person.
yeah?
No. And if you
At
say no,
Walmart.
and if you say yes, you're just weird. Okay?
I really
Like, that's true. Like, I'm speaking for the masses, y'all, the people that see this on TV and not even think anything, like, because it's Michael Jordan. Like, imagine if that's at Walmart at the checkout line and it's some random stranger in back of you guys and your kid's right here and you're right here ready to pay. Like, imagine that. Imagine the police situation, the it's going down situation right there. Imagine that. But since it's this and they're at, I don't know, was that a NASCAR event? It's okay. Right there on camera. It's okay.
know what to say about the Michael Jordan video. I really
That
don't.
guy's just looking at it.
It doesn't look good. I've watched it a few times now. I think he's putting his fingers between the shirt. So he's like this. So he's not grabbing. And then I don't know why he then goes down and touches.
No, he's grabbing. Because the shorts are moving
the
too.
leg. But the kid's
not just
shirt
the
is
shirt
wet.
moving.
I think it's the child of somebody involved in the race team. And then he gets it wet and then he I don't know. Some were saying that there was a grab of the butt. I don't think so. I think
Yeah,
he
look,
was
the shorts
kinda
are
going
moving
like
too. If
this
it was
on
just the shirt. No, the shorts are moving up too.
Tough
Man, get
angle
the fuck
though.
out of
There's
here.
no
That
reaction
pisses me
from
off,
the
this guy
kid
sticking up for that.
initially before he goes down to the leg area.
Screw this guy.
I don't know. I don't get it. Easily avoidable though. And this explanation is coming from a LeBron guy. I'm a LeBron guy.
Nah, you're a clown.
I'm trying to give him the benefit of
Yeah,
the
that's why you're a
doubt.
clown. Fuck out of here. That makes me mad, y'all. I'll never put
But
this guy on the videos again. It happens everywhere. Look at this. That's what they do, y'all.
The night of my father's funeral, I was kidnapped. They forced me to film an 8-hour sex video. The next day, that video spread through the entire town. My fiance Ryan immediately canceled our wedding. The Girls Academy also terminated my teaching position. When I was drowning in despair, my fiance's uncle, Marcus, proposed to me.
Bro, this dude DJ Vlad is going viral for his confession on Rock Nation and Jay-Z, and you will not believe what he's saying about Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez and how she was never pew-pewed. So DJ Vlad came out with a tweet saying that he has a confession, and in this confession tweet, he said a lot. One being, Rock Nation has been paying to support Megan. They also paid all the jury members to convict Tory, and they bribed the judge too. Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson's new album. He's also saying that they paid Megan's doctor to lie about the bullet fragments. She was never actually pew-pewed. In this confession, he also says that the LA police are on Jay-Z's payroll, and it doesn't stop with LA, but you're not ready to hear the next part. He says the Mexican guy who shanked, who do you think paid him? He then goes on to say the 3 Supreme Court judges who denied Tory's appeal all paid off by the Rock Mafia. The craziest part about this is where it gets a little insane, is I guess Jay also paid Trump not to pardon Tory. Even though it's a state case, Trump can only pardon federal cases, but knowing that Trump likes to bend the rules to play it safe, he also paid off Trump. I mean, I don't even know what this confession tweet really meant. Does this mean that he's now a Trump supporter? Is he just doing this all for the truth? Everyone's going against Jay-Z all of a sudden since the files. There's a lot going on with the political warfare right now, and also EP propaganda. What do you guys think about all this?
No, he tried to come back out and say, I just wanted to put this out there to see how people fall so easily for these conspiracies. You don't say those type of things about somebody that he always says Jay-Z, we don't, I don't know how he feels about they don't. I watch his interviews, y'all. I like hip hop, I like interviews, right? And he's not a conspiracy guy. He doesn't, and whenever it's brought up, he shoots it down. He's by the book, liberal type of guy, right? So to say something like that and it be a joke, and it's not even somebody you're friends with, you can call him hey bro, I'm gonna put this out real quick. I just want to see how crazy people are and how quick they jump on this, right? It got like 10 million retweets, right? It's not somebody he can call on the phone and be cool with. Like, that's like me doing that to a complete stranger and putting them on blast and giving them all these crazy allegations, right? Crazy allegations. Like, that was some truth to that, y'all. And then he came out and said, "Nah, I was just trying to see all the people that jump on this." And no, someone made a phone call, and you better redact this or your channel's done. Something crazy like that. Because why would you say that about somebody you're not even cool with?
Not eat corn, rice, beans, chicken, eggs, pork, cows. Why? Because these things did not exist in Honduras when Christopher Columbus came. They only ate those things that were natural. What does the African eat today? Rice. And rice is a poison. Not only is it starch and it is because it contains and it converts into carbonic acid, but it contains cyanide.
You know, there's actually this, in a small island in the Pacific, they have this weird characteristic where they start out as females. So they grow up their entire life as girls. And then at puberty, they turn into a boy.
So they get raised as girls?
They are girls. They're physically
But they have
girls.
penises.
Not yet. Nope.
What? What is it?
It's an island in the South Pacific. They look
What?
exactly like girls. They are girls. And then the ovaries descend as testicles and the clitoris grows out into a penis.
So is this a bizarre genetic anomaly? Is this something to do with the
So a lot of times
environment?
on islands, you get like really strange characteristics of people because of the isolation.
What is the name of this island?
I think it's Malo Island in Vanuatu or
That
something.
sound. Oh yeah,
How
Vanuatu.
many people were on that island?
This says there's a population in 1979 of 2,300 people.
Isn't that wild though, man?
What do you make of Ghislaine's testimony? She basically said, no, Trump's clean as a whistle, never saw Trump doing anything bad. And then these new emails came out, and there's that email that says he's emailing Ghislaine, and Jeffrey says, Trump is the dog that hasn't barked. And she responds, I've been thinking about that a lot lately.
Obviously, she wants a pardon. President Trump is in a position to give her a pardon because they were friends. When Trump was confronted about Epstein, his immediate response, we know now, is not truthful, is that, oh, he was a scumbag, you know, I wasn't very close to him, threw him out of my club, whatever.
What do you
When
think
she
that
was in
means, though?
prison.
He's the dog that hasn't barked.
Because he's in the Epstein files. He was Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. Epstein is recorded in interviews saying that I was his best friend. They did everything together.
I hate to say this, but President Barack Obama, there is now incontrovertible evidence that he was the spearhead of a seditious conspiracy to subvert the will of the American people and overthrow the United States government back in 2016. We must, absolutely must, hold every one of these criminals accountable for the crimes that they committed. They are the most heinous crimes committed in American history. James Comey, John Brennan, Clapper, Rice, Biden was in the meeting in July 28th in the Oval Office. They briefed Barack Obama on Hillary Clinton's plan to, quote, tie Trump to Russia collusion lies. It consumed our national discourse for 5 years. It undermined a sitting duly elected president. It sabotaged administration. It framed a three-star general. It destroyed and ripped this country apart. We had a constitutional crisis, the likes of which I don't think any American can fully comprehend. It is atrocious, and every single one of them must be held accountable.
So Britney Spears owned this house, believed it was haunted, and sold it with everything still inside to Brittany Murphy, who would then go on to die inside of the house. Maybe this is all just coincidence, but it's still incredibly eerie when you hear the full story. So this is the mansion that Britney Spears moved into in 2001. And according to Britney's former makeup artist, during the time that she was living there, she had some type of spiritual transformation and invited someone over who claimed to be a spiritual healer. But after this supposed spiritual healer left, something didn't feel right to her. Britney told her former makeup artist that she thought the spiritual healer may have opened some type of portal, and she claimed that there were evil spirits inside of the house trying to harm her by doing things like pushing her down the stairs. The entire situation scared Britney so badly that she left the home immediately and never returned. She then sold the house along with everything inside of it to Brittany Murphy, who would then go on to die in that house under very suspicious circumstances. Her husband Simon would also die 5 months after her in the same room.
What?
Now, after Brittany's death, Simon gave an interview stating that his wife tried to avoid the house at all costs. He said that he felt that maybe the property was unlucky, and before her death, he had planned to move his wife and his mother to New York City. Then, after Simon's death, his mother was quoted saying, "All I know is that before Simon's death, he was having hallucinations that things were crawling out of his skin. Now, a lot of people believe that this can all be attributed to toxic mold poisoning. Maybe the home was filled with black mold, which, when exposed to for a prolonged period of time, can cause hallucinations, paranoia, insomnia. It can also cause breathing problems, and the ultimate cause of Brittany and Simon's death was listed as community-acquired pneumonia. But the coroner's office said that toxic mold wasn't the case. They instead said that Brittany's death was due to an iron deficiency and intoxication from prescription medications, which likely weakened her immune system and then led to a fatal bacterial infection. Simon's cause of death was nearly identical. So if this was the case, was Britney Spears right? Was there something unexplainable inside of that house?
Everyone's like starting to abandon Google searches and they just chat search now.
Oh, 800 million people a week,
and they act
or
like
a
it's
month.
fact.
They do.
Which I've caught several times ChatGPT being wrong. And I say, well, that's wrong. And it's like, oh, excellent catch. You're correct. That was wrong.
It does.
I'm thinking, well,
It
dude, I
does
thought you
do
were the
that.
expert.
It does not know the truth from the falsehood. It doesn't know what it's going to say until it's finished saying it, because it's a slot machine. It's a slot machine that generates word after word after word after word, and it sounds legit. And oftentimes it'll link to a citation that doesn't exist. But if a real human expert said something, taught something, wrote something, and you build an AI like our platform, which is a perfectly knowledgeable librarian
Oh, he's
that
just trying to
knows
sell
all
his
the
platform.
sources and can cite them accurately, it's not randomly generating an answer. It's saying, did Jeremy answer this question in his 33,000 hours of training? Yes, he answered it 7 times. Which one is the best version to answer this question? And then how do we add a few words to answer your question, but then give you the quote from Jeremy? What did the human expert actually say? I think there's a way to regain the trust of billions of people by having human experts quoted by AI authentically and accurately, rather than probabilistic garbage. It just spews out AI slop left and right. And most of the time we're getting that. We don't really know if what we're getting is true or not.
I mean, it sounds good, but eventually, just like any company, like they start off wholly and for the people. But once the money starts coming in, you start, okay, we have to pay these experts, right? We have to pay these experts to answer 800 times. Let's get rid of some. And then next thing you know, it's 100% like ChatGPT, right? That's how it always happens, especially with these big AI companies.
At the gas station has really shown me how do I put this into words? Working at a gas station has really shown me how people are slowly, more and more every day, losing their fucking minds. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see like the pinnacle of the state, like the state of the world right now, work at a gas station, because you're gonna meet lots of different
Gas
kind of people
stations are crazy.
at different times of the day, and it's kind of like just getting a glimpse of what society is in a short frame of time. Working at a gas station is really interesting.
Yo, somebody brought up a good point on why we're not going crazy over the Epstein files. And it's basically because the media is not covering it. And I think we all forget that not all of us watch TikTok. Not all of us are on X. A huge portion of mad generations watch TV and listen to radio.
That's
And
what I
if they're
say.
not talking about it fully, then they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
They're not even paying attention to it. So it's up to us right now to keep flooding it and keep reposting and keep talking about it every single step, every single day until they do something about it. Because this is not going to happen. If the media doesn't cover it, we're screwed. And he brought up a good point. He's like, that lets you fully know that they've controlled the media this whole time and they've only showed us what we want to see, what we need to see. It's fucking crazy. So you got to share, you got to talk about it. I know it sucks, but if you want to do something, you can at least repost and talk about it, because this is out of pocket now.
2 days ago, Nick Cannon posted this: ride the crust, whole pizza suit on, surfboard and a motherfucking slice of pizza, eating a slice of pizza with pizza rings and pizza motherfucking necklace. And as you can see, people like it, laughing at it, and hearting the shit. 2 days ago. And with all this shit going on, this what the fuck you decided to use AI for, taking the motherfucking water up. Boy, you done lost your damn mind. I know they didn't got to your motherfucking ass. What happened to that Dr. Sabi documentary you were supposed to drop, huh?
Shit.
What happened to that shit? Nothing. Cause you ain't dropped the motherfucker, but you're for damn sure making an AI pizza motherfucking picture out of the Epstein files. Make that shit make sense, Nick Cannon. I'm not letting any one of you motherfuckers off the hook, cause this is diabolical. That's a big fact. Diabolical. And you should be ashamed of your damn self. Was you on that motherfucking island? Are you making fun of victims? You think this shit funny? You think this shit cute? It ain't, motherfucker. And you motherfuckers that liked and laughed and hearted this shit, you should be ashamed of your damn selves. All you sick, twisted some bitches. Y'all think this shit a game, huh? Y'all think this shit a motherfucking game. It's not a game. And you got a shit ton of motherfucking kids. And you decided to post this bullshit.
Make sure I got this right. Our government's
Why you
been
gotta
protecting
curse so
pedos.
much?
Every other country's in outrage but us. Donald Trump has been making racist comments. Celebrities been talking about eating babies. Aliens are real. Epstein's still alive. School pictures are in catalog. They've been feeding us our own people, but we're mad about the Super Bowl. Got it.
That's when you might be thinking, they're running out of crazy places to shoot. Here we are in Northwest Washington, D.C. to visit a joint that's serving up ping pong and pizza. This is Comet Ping Pong.
Softy coming out, soft shell crab pizza. That's the first, man. Coming up.
And it's all cooked up by owner James Alafontes.
2 pies for 25.
Who's been in the biz since he was 15.
I grew up like baking, plus I love playing ping pong.
So of course it made sense to put the two together.
They start to notice all these strange coincidences around this pizza shop. And they notice that the Instagram of this pizza shop is full of very disturbing images of children. Things like children taped to tables, things like commenters talking about rape and sexual abuse, things like comments about kill rooms, and just so much disturbing imagery on a public Instagram account for a public pizza place that has photos of like Obama having pizza at it. That in these emails, Podesta is talking about going and having, lunch at this pizza place with all these very high level political people.
You know what's crazy though? I was trying to get the clip, but it was just a picture. Tucker Carlson, the guy that's doing that interview, he was feeling like, oh, hope we don't see the picture of me. He was at that Comet Pizza, ping pong pizza place, Mr. Tucker Carlson, back on his Fox News days.
Went to Comet Ping Pong, an internationally famous restaurant. Detective time. First, we enjoyed some delicious pizza. Time to discover if Pizzagate is real. Ping pong tables. Is this stuff? What's behind the door? Just a fun party.
Don't pay, AK-47s go shooting through your building. What? And he said,
Here?
He said, I'm not gonna say even
No, I'm
which
saying
city.
in California.
In California, and let's just say the city he's in, there's 200 of these stores. So you add that up, $5 grand, 200.
Yeah.
Is that $1 million a month?
Yeah. Yes.
$1 million a month?
What?
Okay. Just in extortion taxes for one business, one type of business. Imagine where else they're getting their cut.
Yeah.
And to think, well, I don't have any leverage because if I can't report these guys because my business is already kind of black market, so I don't have anywhere to run to. So I kind of am at the mercy of these guys that really will do something if I don't comply.
It's a never-ending cycle of everyone's poor but one dude. That's what it turns into. Like, oh, who's the most ruthless?
They found these pieces behind artwork that was placed here in the 1400s. So it's pretty incredible. And we are up on the scaffolding in the Santa Maria Novella in Florence. And they're working on restoration of this beautiful medieval piece. Fantastic.
This whole thing, man. This whole thing. What are you guys getting into? What kind of that good stuff are you guys getting into that this is normal? You're a church. What's wrong with you? That's what's wrong with me. No, this isn't schizo talk. This is the truth talk with Big T. Uh-oh. We found those faces. We've been looking for you. Come on, man. Come on.
That's a
All
church?
over this building. The
New York?
The deluxe spa chamber.
Crazy.
Who's this guy? Oh, Statue of Liberty. Thanks for coming. Oh, who is that? Uh-oh.
Oh, damn.
Am I pissing him off? What is going on here? Columbia, Morningside Heights. What is this?
It's a church,
Come
y'all.
on, man. This thing, it just keeps on giving. Pelicans? I was always scared of pelicans as a kid from the cartoon. They're going to swoop you up in one. What is going on here? Swoop.
Yeah, that.
Anyone else scared of pelicans?
That's prehistoric, y'all.
Or you just like BS?
We didn't build that in the 1800s. No way. Can't build it now.
Give it. It's a little windy out here.
That was founded.
Cockatoo. Let's get into it.
That's
As
crazy.
you're just walking by, they blend into the building. You know? I came to get a picture of this guy. Look at that. Look at that. And I see these little smiley faces into the building. Who is that? Grandma Nona? Hey, you better eat your sauce. I make it all day. For the Italian Masonries that are building gargoyles. And platypuses and cockatoos and angry faces and what else does this building have? Dragons. What is that? What is that? Are those flowers for Mario Brothers with the spiked teeth? Feed me, Seymour. This thing is insane. What is that? What is that? An armadillo platypus. What is that? Come on, man. Come on, man. This is some trippy stuff. This is that good stuff I'm talking about. That sticky, icky, make it make sense. This is from 1927. Madonna and Child. Does that make sense? Does that make sense with the rest of this building?
Starting to look like we only got one option left.
If you want to affect change in this country, cut their fucking money off.
Yeah.
And this is how we do it.
Yeah.
If 20, 30, 50, 100 million people go exempt on their tax forms and their W-4s and their I-9s and all this shit, then the government doesn't have your money to play with anymore. And you can collapse this place into a fucking spot where they have to start listening. Because there is a massive, massive movement online right now to fucking go exempt on your taxes.
Ain't nobody gonna
And
do
a
that.
lot of people are saying that we need a tax strike. And it's fucking getting real traction.
So are you going to stand down and obey? Or stand up and fight?
I'm sure.
I mean, I'm all for it, but you don't know if the guy next to you is doing that too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna do it, but the guy that said and signed the petition that said he's gonna do it, is he? And then you're screwed and you're going to prison while this guy said he made a TikTok saying I'm gonna do it, but he didn't. You know? I don't know, y'all. I don't know what's gonna change it, if it ever is gonna change. It takes all of us coming together. That's what it comes down to. That's it.
I've seen this before.
I don't know if
Let's
that's the
watch this
route.
together, shall we? That thing is a water buffalo, and I absolutely hate it. Look how it just.
I
Like,
didn't know.
moves. Oh my.
I guess that's why they call them water
No,
buffaloes, but I had
hate
no
it.
idea they swim like
It's
that.
just like casually strolling by in the water. I don't know why this freaks me out so much, but it does. It shouldn't be in the water. It's a freaking buffalo. Nope.
It's absolutely chilling. It explains a lot about why the tone across Latin America suddenly changed. But there's this interviewer or something that apparently interviewed one of the guards on the compound where Madero was taken. I'm just going to read the account because it's crazy.
Okay.
So I don't want to like butcher anything. This account is from a Venezuelan security guard loyal to Nicolas Maduro. It's absolutely chilling. It explains a lot about why the tone across Latin America suddenly changed. Security guard. On the day of the operation, we didn't hear anything coming. We were on guard, but suddenly all our radar systems shut down without any explanation. The next thing we saw were drones, lots of drones flying over our positions. We didn't know how to react. Interviewer says, so what happened next? How was the main attack? Security guard. After those drones appeared, some helicopters arrived, but there were very few. I think barely 8 helicopters. From those helicopters, soldiers came down, but a very small number, maybe 20 men. But those men were technologically very advanced. Interviewer.
What?
And then the battle began? Security guard. Yes, it was a massacre. We were hundreds, but we had no chance. They were shooting with such precision and speed.
Now listen to this. Now
Delta,
this is
y'all,
where
they
me and
don't
Ro
play.
getting ready to go next. This finna blow your mind. The American Indian Muskogee Nation of Florida will be happy to talk to you about a family of skunk apes that they are in contact with. So they letting me and my homie come onto the reservation. They said they've been watching what I've been doing. Now the person who hooking this up, this is Beverly Rose, who used to work for the CIA as a psychic. She worked right now with London Heathrow police finding missing people, missing bodies. That's who helps me when I'm out trying to track people down. So why are these people summoning me to show up on an Native American reservation to come see these creatures if it don't exist? Why is that? And matter of fact, I'm finna send you some more stuff.
Do you guys remember that dude that went into that pizza shop? I think it's called Comet Pizza by Washington, D.C. He went in there with a rifle to try to save a bunch of children because of the Pizzagate conspiracy or whatever. And then a bunch of late night hosts and comedians started making fun of the guy for being a conspiracy whack job. Remember that? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Here is a list of all of the people who made fun of him. Better question is, why were you guys so fast to make fun of him and dismiss him?
You know, I'll address one of them. I've addressed this one in earlier streams, but you know, we could just do it again. Someone was asking, where do they get the children? Where do all these children come from? Well, it has a lot to do with illegal immigration. The porous border on our southern border, the porous, and actually Canada. There's a weird loophole. Maybe someone can share a link about that story, about the loophole up in Canada. Well, I don't remember the story exactly, but let's just focus on the southern border. So the southern border, there are so many unaccompanied minors that just they come up, they get snatched up, they get sold off. Yeah, sad.
He was just almost.
You know, that's true, y'all. I'm at a border town, and I don't want to say too much, but at these ICE facilities that they got out here, they got huge compound. There was one right here across the street from me, but they moved it to the military base. But I knew somebody that was like a CNA, right? Like not a nurse, but like, you know, checks the vitals and does stuff like that, like a MA kind of. And she was saying that a pregnant woman would have the baby, and the pregnant woman would disappear, the baby would disappear. Right. She don't know what they would do with them. They would never see them again. So a lot of that goes on. I don't want to talk too much about it because it's like in my backyard, but you know, that stuff is going on out here, especially during that, you know, when Biden was letting them all in and they were all housed in these, you know, dormitories or wherever. People were going missing, y'all. That's facts. That's facts.
Dare I say, somewhat effeminate type of dude. All you gotta do, please play the 17-year-old Tupac interview. That's who he was. He was a very soft person. That's who he was. The Tupac that you've seen, his biography is a guy who grew up tough his whole life. That's not what he was. 2 years later, he plays Bishop. And that character that he created with Bishop influenced millions of people. And he stayed in that character. Once he did that Bishop role, that became a much more interesting character character for him to play.
Even like Biggie was saying when they ran into each other at the Soul Train Awards, Biggie was looking at this guy who he used to hang out with, that he was close friends with, and he's like, I'm not seeing Tupac, I'm seeing Bishop.
Thank you. There's imagery that gets paid great deals of money presenting themselves and influencing a whole generation of people to act other than what they are. Like, it's encouraging this kid from not picking up a book and picking up a gun.
You know, we did this topic a long time ago, like in 2024 or something, and I got a lot of backlash saying he was only 15, but there's been interviews of people that were in the room with him, and they would say like, you know, I'd come in the room this year and do a record with them, and he was the, you know, he was the Blood Gang member, and then like next year I come back and he's this character. Like his characters were always changing. He was a revolutionary, he was the good guy, he was a bad guy, he was a F the police, he was thug, he was all these different things. Like he was, you know, I guess I don't know, lost who he was, or like you said, like you played this character. Like he even said it in an interview we had on here not too long ago, saying, you know, they want you to be real until you're real, you're too real, and then that's when they don't want you around no more. He said that. This happened at the Winter Olympics show. A lot of crazy things. I didn't know these things happened at the Winter Olympics show. Like,
there are a lot of sports out there that I personally would never try because they're just too dangerous, and this is certainly one of them. The video that you guys just watched shows a Winter Olympic athletes doing a training run on the luge. They can be seen starting, they go down, they're then going close to 90 miles per hour, and in the very last turn, they end up losing control and flying over the edge of the barrier. So for those unfamiliar with the luge, it's kind of like bobsled or the skeleton. You're on a very small sled-like structure going down a preset course, and you're trying to complete this as quickly as possible. Sometimes the luge competitors will reach speeds of 90 to 100 miles per hour. On February 12th of 2010, at the Vancouver, BC Winter Olympics, a competitor by the name of Nodar was preparing for his final run,
how do you get
and
into
this
this
is
sport?
when tragedy struck. Nodar, on the final turn, going around 90 miles per hour, lost control, and this momentum kind of threw him over the barrier directly into an unpadded steel support beam. As you can imagine, coming to an immediate stop when going 90 miles per hour is fatal. It really doesn't matter what type of protection you're wearing. You could be wearing a full bodysuit, but that speed is going to cause some serious damage. Nodar was immediately administered first aid. He was then flown to a hospital in critical condition and passed away. Death when it comes to luge competitors is pretty rare. Prior to Nodar, the most recent one was 1979, but it is still an extremely dangerous course, and these athletes go through countless hours of training to avoid situations like this. As always, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Drop a comment letting me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Okay, the real truth, the truth about the Devil's Cave is a natural cave.
In Mexico, there is a place locals refuse to name after dark. A cave they call the Devil's Cave because they believe it does not exist for the living world. They say it wakes only when everything else falls asleep, when the air goes still and time hesitates for a second too long. That is when the cave opens, not with sound, but with intention, breathing slowly and whispering from deep inside the rock. Anyone who steps across its mouth is not chased, not attacked, just remembered, and those who are remembered are never truly gone. Inside, water drips from the walls and feels warm against the skin, like something that should not be alive. Shadows move where nothing passes, stretching and folding as if celebrating. Locals say the cave does not kill you, it keeps you, and it already knows who will enter next.
I'm not the smartest man in the world, and I've been told my whole entire life, even in school, Damien, you're not the smartest man in the world. You're silly as fuck, but you're not the smartest man in the world. But being that I'm not the smartest man in the world, this guy right here on the left, is that Clinton, Epstein, and what's this guy's name? Is this the guy from TMZ who's been reporting on the Epstein files, talking about the stuff that they discovered? Why is he in a photo? I I've been wondering, why does he keep getting all the information about Nancy Guthrie before the FBI gets it? And then he shares it on his platform. Is this the reason why he's able to get so much information? Now, again, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but that looks like the guy who's on TMZ that be reporting. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I apologize. This is not a slander video. This is not down on nobody. I'm not accusing nobody. I just need to know, is this the guy right here from TMZ that's in this picture with Epstein? The same guy who reports on the Epstein files every single day about the people who get exposed in the Epstein files. Again, I'm not the smartest person in the world. I'll just wait for you guys to comment on this because I need to know if this is the guy from TMZ. Thanks for watching.
I just can't let my character be assassinated. And for falsified narratives and information, a report came out, and it was a TMZ report. And Tory Lanez goes to jail. They gave y'all all the facts of the juice of Tory Lanez going to jail and this, that, and the third. 2 days after that, I get a call from Rock Nation that says, yo, we heard you're gonna make a statement about what happened, and it'd be in your best interest if you don't make that statement.
I got some names that I want to call Perez and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z. Yes. You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men. Rock Nation tried to mess with my brother's reputation.
Count one. They got him for the highest charge.
I've been stabbed 17 times.
Look, I know I'm old, but I'm in Target. This is ridiculous. Well, watch. This is the men's section. Who wears this? Look at that.
Crazy.
You can just see through, straight through it.
I can't even buy clothes. I gotta buy my clothes on Amazon.
Who wears it? Look at that.
Look at that.
This is the men's section. Look at this. My grandmother had a couch in 1985.
It's so annoying.
What is this? What is happening? Look at this. My grandmother that had the couch had one of these. What is the deal?
An email that said,
like, I tried to buy some. I went to Walmart the other day, right? I was like, I'll get some shorts. I'm tired of, wearing just like lounging clothes all day. Like, I want to start putting on some good. I can start carrying my pocket knife again, like I always used to. And, but I went to Walmart to buy some shorts, y'all. And like, who's buying these clothes? Like, they won't even go past like my halfway down my thigh, right? I had to go on Amazon to buy some shorts, and it's ridiculous. You can't even go to the store and buy shorts no more. Like, I'm like, who's buying these things in Target? Like, who's dressing like that? Who really is dressing like that? I don't see it walking down the street. I see some that are dressing like that, we all know, but the majority, like, who are they trying to sell to?
Are you okay? I loved the torture video. And that name has since been redacted. Sultan bin Sulaim, a businessman from
Dubai. He basically is in charge of all the importing, exporting that go in and out. And apparently they were very, very good friends.
I wonder if they use like shipping containers and stuff.
Yeah. Interesting, right?
Mm-hmm. Wonder where else I've heard of shipping containers.
I fear the Girl Scouts are running a deliberate scam on these poor elementary school students that are selling Girl Scout cookies. And I realized this tonight because I'm reading about this girl in Pennsylvania, 6 years old. Her name's Pim. She sold 80,000 boxes of Girl Scout cookies.
Damn.
Absolute beast mode. Current goal is to get to 100,000 packages. That's when you get the milestone of a free trip to Niagara Falls.
That's it?
100,000 packages? They should be buying her parents a house. A 6-year-old door-to-door salesman created up to $700,000 in revenue, unpaid, and you gave her a trip to Niagara Falls. She shouldn't be paying for college. I'm in shock. Shame on you, Girl Scouts.
What the fuck? I should have watched the 20v1 video. I know. I should have watched the 20v1 video. I know.
Oh, no. Random number? Someone could explain what's with his eyes? What the fuck? I don't know.
Bro, why does my eyes look like this though? Leo trailer? Alright, bet. I'll watch the Leo trailer, whatever that is.
What the
fuck? I should have watched the 20v1 video. Yo, what happened to my eyes?
I know,
Are you in the Illuminati?
No.
Okay.
What is he talking about? What is tattoos got to do with Illuminati?
I went down the line and saying that I ate with one of the Illuminatis or something, bro. The members, I don't know.
Who, you did?
No, they're gonna say that I ate with someone.
Bro, Giannis, bro.
Okay.
Giannis, no.
Everybody can do their own research with all this Epstein stuff going on, but there's a lot. Jim Carrey's dead. He is. Do a little bit of research and you'll figure it out. He's just becoming so absolutely empowered with God. But yes, Jim Carrey is gone.
Wait, so you telling me there's a possibility that the Nancy Guthrie case is connected to the Epstein files? Pay attention, because this could be crazy. Now, they're going around on social media saying the 84-year-old grandma who's been abducted and they're been held for ransom is the mother to Today's Show anchor Savannah Guthrie. Now, what they're saying is Savannah gave a platform to Virginia, who was one of the most famous Epstein victims. And certain people may not be too happy about that. And there's more connections, so hold on one second. But I don't know if this is the case, but the whole story is bizarre. A 84-year-old grandma being held for ransom and kidnapped, blood everywhere. Then there's another theory going around that Nancy's son-in-law, his name is Mike, used to work as a consultant for the Clintons. And then people are saying it's mighty strange that the Clintons are set to testify against Epstein, and then this grandmother goes up missing. I don't know what to believe, but please share this and help bring Nancy home. A grandmother should never go out like this, and I don't like it. What if I told you?
So I just went to Kroger and I just asked the guy in the meat shop, do you know where a lot of this stuff's coming from? And he's like, nope. I said, so you guys don't do any cutting anymore? He's like, nope. No processing? Nope. And you have no clue where the majority of the meat that you get and that you sell is coming from? Nope. Can you say anything other than nope? And he's like, look, man, I can't tell you anything about this. I said, God, that's almost like a conspiracy. He's like, look, can I help you with anything else? I'm like, okay, all right. And so I start going down these rabbit holes. I don't know about you, but our meat is off. Something wrong with it. Something very wrong with it. And if your meat purveyor, if your butcher doesn't know where the meat is coming from, chances are it's best if you just decide not to eat it, because the expense.
Y'all, there really is something going on with this meat, y'all. Like, I'm telling you guys, I've done keto in the past, and I don't know, maybe because I'm older. Like, last time I really got down and did it and got in hell of good shape, and I was feeling on cloud nine, feeling amazing. It was like 2016, 2017, right? So maybe I was like 26, 27 years old back then. Now I'm 35, right? Maybe I'm older now, but I'm doing keto right now. I did carnivore for 17 days. I felt like crap, y'all. I felt terrible. I felt like I ate junk food all day and drank a 12-pack of beer before I did that. Like, hungover. I felt like crap, right? So I was like, okay, let me do keto. When I do keto, I feel great. I have my vegetables, you know what I mean? I have some sunflower seeds. I have some nuts, right? I don't feel good, y'all. I know it takes time, but back then, like by day 2, day 3, I'm feeling amazing. Mind's clear. I feel good, right? I feel energized. Like my restroom, when I go to the restroom, it's still not like keto clean. I don't know, y'all. Is it because maybe I'm a little older now? My stomach's not the same? Is it because, for a while I've been just treating my body and not being cautious of what I'm putting in my body? Like, it's going to take a long time. I don't know, y'all. But all I know is when I did keto in the past, I felt amazing. Now when I do it, I don't feel that good. Is it the meat? Are we eating meat? I don't know, y'all. I have no idea, but I just know I know my body, right? I know my body. I know how I feel when I put certain things in my body. I know how I should feel. And I'm putting pretty damn good, clean, whole foods in my body, and I just don't feel 100%.
Know where the Tower of Babel was at. But this 1685 drawing is showing it like a tour. This French photographer who toured around the armies with the French did this immaculate drawing of the ruins of the Tower of Babel and did it on both sides. Pretty wild. Also, you can see like some of the windows still showing there on the left. This is what I do. I dive into old maps. I found this and I immediately wanted to show you all. If you'd like a link to the map or drawing here, hit me up in the comments. And as always, thanks so much for the support. What do you think of this? Comment and let me know if you've ever even heard of anything like this and where you think the Tower of Babel is at. So there's so many questions about this with the Tower of Babel. Like, is it in the Middle East where Babylonia is at? And we see all the maps on there. I also see a Babylon in Africa at times. And then I'm told Babylon's actually in America. And then I saw a video where they showed Babylon up in Canada. That was pretty crazy because there's a place called Babel up there. What do you think? Where do you think Babel is at? Do you even think Babel existed? I think it existed. I don't know where it's at. I'd like to find out, obviously, but this shows tours of it, so apparently it existed. Anyways, I just wanted to show this to you. I just thought it was very, very interesting and different. And if you notice the palm trees, I just wanted to, so wherever Babel is at, it's definitely in a warm climate since we have palm trees there. Just wanted to make that notation. They're down there as well. And you can see people coming up, like, to go tour it. It's crazy. Comment, let me know what you think. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. And as always, until next.
UPS 2.0 buyout, $150K to go ahead and retire early. Let's talk about it. Now, for the record, I am on break, so let's get that out of the way. But yeah, UPS, straight from corporate this morning, went ahead and announced that they're offering any driver, regardless of the amount of time you've been with the company, $150,000 to retire early and walk away from UPS. What this really is UPS is looking to do layoffs. Now, because we are union, drivers in those positions are safe, and we are the ones that make the most out of any position within the company as far as labor. This year, UPS is looking to downsizing 30,000 employees from the current 300,000 union members that are in the United States. What this means. Now, what I think is that UPS in the long run is looking to eventually step away from the union so that way that they can hire cheaper labor to do the positions that we do here, i.e. drivers, and not having to pay us what they pay us at top rate. If UPS can cut down drivers to say under 2/3 after all these buyouts are said and done, eventually UPS could step away from the union and have cheaper labor like FedEx or Amazon to do
what they want.
What we do out here. But because we're unionized, that's really hard for UPS to be able to maneuver and pull off in this given time. Now, $150,000, pretty nice. I've been with the company 4 years. I am 27 years old, and my health and body is still where I need it to be to perform doing this job day in and day out. But for somebody that might be older, maybe 40, 50, body might be starting to kind of throw some check engine lights or whatever, or you're just looking to retire early, or maybe you even have a business on the side and you want to invest that money into your business and try to do something, I can see you wanting to take the $150,000. Me personally, I'm going to wait. I feel like it's a matter of time before UPS offers more. If you think about it, if they want to start offering $300,000 to $500,000, maybe even close to $1 million to retire and walk away from UPS and the union, that would be something to consider. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's a lot of money to just walk away and retire. Hear me out. In the grand scheme of things, yes, $300,000 to $500,000 to maybe even $1 million per driver to retire sounds like a lot. But for a company that makes billions every year, you bite the bullet now, you're able to make more money in the long run by hiring cheaper labor. So mark my words, it's just a matter of time before UPS throws out another offer for a buyout. and possibly one after that. And the figures are going to be higher. You start talking that kind of money, that's a way that you could take your life in a different direction. Start up a business, get an LLC, do something to where maybe you could become an entrepreneur if you're smart and want to invest your money properly to let your money work for you and take your life in a different career path. Me, at this age, with a wife, 2 kids, and a future that I'm trying to build, $150K just to walk away after 4 years being with the company isn't going to come close to what I could make in the long term with this company. i.e., $150K is just a little bit more than what we make a year at top rate. So, my question to you, $150K, would you take it, or would you wait to see if UPS wants to offer more? UPS drivers, Teamsters, members, let me know.
400. See, if like you said, if you're like 40, 50, you're getting ready to retire, I'm taking it, right? But they are going to raise it, right? They're going to keep raising it till they get what they want. But you're going to start low because didn't they offer, like, what was it last year? I forgot what they offered them, 40, 50,000. This time it's 150. What's next year? $250,000?
6 packages.
This is what it's going to turn into once they do that, though.
196 stops and 70 multi-location. I cannot do this fucking job anymore. Amazon, more than ever in the past 2 weeks, are really just proving how little of a fuck they give. Before, their bottom line was make sure everybody's coming back to the station with 0 packages. They don't even give a fuck about that. Because what the fuck? You're putting 406 packages in a fucking EV? For my EV drivers, you understand, once you get to 350 plus packages in an EV, it gets fucking hectic in there. It's fucking crowded. You can barely fucking walk through.
I do not miss that lifestyle,
And that's not
man.
accounting for how many of your stops are apartments, fucking businesses.
Yep, apartments.
Majority of the stops aren't even fucking houses anymore. It's fucking ridiculous. And the bullshit you motherfuckers keep on ordering from us. Fucking dog food. Fucking cat litter. Fucking Fiji water. Your fucking dildo. Like, get your lazy ass off of the couch and go and buy this shit. Online shopping and Amazon shopping specifically should be your last resort. I know for a fact that for the majority of you motherfuckers, like, Amazon is your first fucking resort. It is so fucking gross. Get your ass up, go and shop. And if for these next 2 fucking shifts, Amazon doesn't lower the volume, I swear to God, because Saturday is going to be, I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow, and Saturday going to be the last shift I have this week. If by Saturday they don't lower the volume, I'm going to fucking quit this job. No fucking 2-week warning. Like, I'm just going to fucking quit this job outright. Because I'm so done. My soul is being taken away. I don't do any of the shit that I enjoy doing. I get to my off days. I don't want to fucking do shit. It's fucking terrible. Fucking get up and shop, you fuckers.
One of the most controversial. It's not our fault. But they make you go. Like I said, I went to Walmart to go buy some shorts. They don't have none. I have to go on Amazon. Right? I mean, I'm not going to go somewhere and spend $80 on a pair of shorts for some Levi's, right? I just need these are shorts I'm going to wear to, do some yard work and just chill on the couch, right? But, I do not I've been there, y'all. I've been at those jobs. I've been at those jobs. I've been a courier. I've been like, yeah, you don't know what you got till it's gone, right? I miss it. I loved it. I'm thankful for it, but at the time, when those will calls come in, you're like, fuck, another one I just passed. Like, it's just stress, y'all. Everybody's job is just stress. It's just a stress. But when you're away from it, you're like, man, I loved that job. But when you're in it, like, will calls are like stops that for like LabCorp are stops that, say they don't need pickups every day. Like, some are routine stops. Well, there's some stops that they don't need to pick up every day. They have it once a month, maybe. But you pass that stop and you're 10 miles away, you're running early, it's Friday night, You get that will call. Hey, you got to pick this up. I already passed it. Don't matter. Go pick it up. You shouldn't be that far ahead. You got to be on a schedule. You got to go back. Your Friday night was thinking about, man, I got somebody coming over. I'm about to get an 18-pack. I'm going to go home and chill. Now I've got to wait an hour. Stress, y'all. Stress.
In boxing history, a single bottle, and a fight that still raises questions today. November 12th, 1982. Aaron Pryor versus Alexis Arguello. Two legends, one brutal war. Arguello was boxing beautifully, sharp, calm, in control. Pryor was under pressure like never before. Then, between rounds, trainer Eddie Futch was heard saying,
some of that chrome, that adrenaline.
Moments later, Pryor returned to the ring, and the fight changed. Pryor pushed forward relentlessly. In round 14, Aaron Pryor stopped Alexis Arguello by TKO. No banned substance was ever proven. Pryor never failed a drug test, but the footage remains. So the question still stands. What was really in the bottle?
Jackie Chan just exposed the real reason Bruce Lee was taken away.
When he passed away, and then the movie was released after he passed away, there was all kind of conspiracy theories. People thought the triads, the mafia, had something to do with it. It was said that his family had a curse, his father had a curse, that he passed on to Brandon. What is your belief on how he passed away?
What's the story in the West? I don't know.
No, you don't know the story in the West? That there was...
How Bruce Lee...
They said it was a couple.
Yeah.
They said he upset it because of his success in the film industry and taking the martial art around the world, that he upset it, the triad, mafia organization.
No.
Okay, that wasn't true. The others said that he was fighting a curse that was... Nope, that's not true?
Not
okay.
true.
So what...
that news in the public. I think in the old days, 30 years ago, because the communication not fast enough.
Yeah.
There's no internet. Nobody knows. He in somebody's house. Yeah, that's everybody knows.
By the way, this video is scripted and for entertainment purposes only.
Well, what's the reason?
Stay weird.
This is what it's like out here. It's not for the faint of heart. Pretty damn wild is how I'd say it. There's tons of flies and trash, and this is new. This is a wood structure that you know,
California, Los Angeles, city of dreams.
Right now, I would assume. I don't know. What else would they be doing in there? What else would they have it? Bro, there's fire. There's a fire this way. There's also a fire this way. Y'all see that down there? I'm gonna punch in. There's two fires, so I'm kind of trapped by the fire. Yeah, I guess we'll ride through this way.
Just live streams and rides around on the Suron, yo.
We're trying to avoid the smoke though.
I need to get me a Suron and start live streaming, cruising around.
Like actually,
that'd be dope, huh? Cruise around. I'll go to Arizona, cruise around here.
There's this street right here. More of this just crazy part of LA, bro. It is just absolutely buck wild out here. Every man for themselves type of living is what the name of the game is over here. Look at this car. That's pretty sick. I want to put that on my Instagram.
So whole time, rush hour traffic is not a coincidence. Y'all motherfuckers got agents acting as drivers to fuck the traffic up at a certain time every day. So when we get home, we tired and we irritated and we just want to take it down. So now we not thinking about overthrowing the higher ups. None of this shit is an accident. Everything is planned. You motherfuckers is sick.
No, we all thought Jeepers Creepers was just a movie, but did you ever hear what happened in Laredo, Texas? Years ago, someone was out on the road and they filmed this giant winged creature with a human head, bat-like arms, and this thing was flying up above them in their car into the sky, and they took like multiple photographs of this thing. And I said, it was in Laredo, I believe Laredo, Texas, this happened. And I told people the story about something that happened to me last year when I was driving to work. And it was like the sun was just starting to come up, but it was still dark. And about 100 yards off in a field, I saw this thing perched in a tree, and I kind of pulled over on the side of the road, and I looked at this thing, and I'm like, what in the... And just at that moment, this thing turned, and to me, it looked like a human face. It looked in my direction, and the blood just ran out of my face and head, and I just froze. This thing looked at me, and then it turned its head in the other direction, and it lifted up with like human-like legs, and this thing, the wings on this thing, they must have been like 12 feet wide wingspan, and this thing flew off. Now, I haven't told many people this story, but the thing looked like that Jeepers Creepers character. And a few months later, I watched the movie, and I'm like, that looks like this strange creature that I saw in the tree on the way to work. And it's one of those stories you don't want to tell people because people think you lost your freaking mind. But what do you think? Is this Jeepers Creepers story? Is it just a movie? Just a silly tale? Or is there more to the story that people don't know about? Let me know if you've ever seen anything that flies with giant wings through the sky. Because, like I said, I don't like to talk about it too much, but if you've ever had any weird experience with strange things like that, let me know what you've seen.
That's water. That's water. That is water. I don't know, y'all. I am convinced we live underwater. Just like a fish can't see water, we can't see water. I've seen videos of, lakes in the ocean and they pick up the water. It's just like us picking up water in the ocean. It's just a different density of water, right? But anyways, y'all, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You made it this far. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Uh, ugly day out, y'all. Very ugly. I can hear the wind out here. It sounds like my garbage can that was full fell over. 50, 40 mile an hour winds out there blowing all day today, dusty. So I'm not doing much. I got to together a shelf, so I'm going to do that in the garage, but I'll keep the garage shut. Probably get some walks in on the treadmill, get some steps in on the treadmill. So that's probably all I'm doing today, y'all. Got a good lunch coming up. I bought some carne asada the other day. I can't grill out there. It's a headache grilling in the wind. My flame always goes out. So I told Mama Bear, why don't we got some bell peppers, we got some onions. Let's chop up that carne asada and pan fry it with some jalapenos and onions and bell peppers. So that's going to be good, y'all. I'm excited for that. Dinner, probably some Wingstop, y'all. Get some chicken wings because I ain't cooking, y'all. I ain't going outside today or tomorrow. It's ugly today and tomorrow, y'all. So you guys are going to get content from me. Right. And I'm thinking of starting to stream. I mean, a live stream on Twitch though, y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna do YouTube because you do anything over here, it just messes up the algorithm. So I don't know if I'm gonna live stream. If I do, it'll be on my third channel, but just scrolling TikTok. That's it. Just scrolling TikTok, not putting together videos, just scrolling TikTok and chit chatting with you guys. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. So I got a lot of free time on my hands now that Mama Bear's home. So I'm thinking about wanting to start doing that, y'all. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. This is Segovia. I'm signing out of the man cave. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Later.